Good morning, my YouTube friends. Monica here with MyWyoStyle. Remember, God loves you. I'm going to show you how I make my refried beans. And I usually can my pinto beans, but we were running low, so I ran and grabbed a couple of just some generic pinto beans. They have a little bit more salt than I usually can my pinto beans with, but I am going to try these. So I am going to start with some avocado oil. I am going to pour probably about 1/8 of a cup of oil in here. And we want that really, really hot. You want this hot before you pour your beans in there. And I am just going to drain off a little bit of this juice. You can see that I've poured out some of this juice in this can. So I'm going to do the same thing with this one. And you want to test that oil. So I'm just going to drop a little bit of juice in there. And when it starts popping, we know that it's pretty hot. And you want that sizzle when you're pouring your beans in, because that's what's part of the refried beans on that. There really isn't a healthy way to make refried beans. We do use olive oil or avocado oil. And I like the avocado oil because I usually buy the extra virgin olive oil, and it is a little strong. The olive oil has really no taste. And I have a bean masher that used to be my mother's. And I think I've had it ever since the hubby and I got married. So it's older than 36 years old, if you can believe that. I'm just going to stir this around. My oven temperature just came up to temp. I have some enchiladas in there. So try to find that enchilada recipe when you get a chance. Just stir that oil in. Make sure that it doesn't pop and burn you. I'm going to let this boil for a little while. I'll bring you back when it's out of boil. Okay, I'm back, and I'm going to show you what happens when you let these beans boil a little bit. They'll pop right open, and it'll make less work out of your mashing them in the pot. And they're all starting to get to about that consistency. You can always get a little bit more flavor out of these beans by starting with some sauteed onions. You could also add chili powder to it. So I have been mashing this for 3 minutes. And I like this consistency, so I went ahead and turned it down to low. There's still a few beans in there. And there it is, my friends, refried beans. Just going to clean up the edge a little so I can put a lid on it and leave them on to warm. So when the rest of my dinner is done, we can serve it.